primetime Mondays on Bloomberg Radio 880 The Biz and 880 thebiz.com. You can listen to us live, web stream it in, or you could go the old-fashioned way and punch in 880 The Biz. We are nationally syndicated, and we are also internationally through iHeartRadio. We are so excited what is happening with Miami, the art scene, the explosion, the synergies, and the harmony among all the art districts and the artists. I come from New York City, and in New York City, I haven't been there in a decade, so I don't want to generalize, but when I was there, everything was very cliquish. You had your own cliques, and that's where you stood, and sometimes there was a little, harmony, but that's the way it was. In Miami, I find so many artists. I get phone calls from artists or texts. This guy just came from Puerto Rico. You have to see his work, Susana. Can he go on your radio show? Where would you see that? I never saw that where an artist would be pushing another artist. Most people have this ego that they want to be, and it's such a cultural harmony here. I really find that true, even among these panels. There hasn't been one that wanted to talk more than the other. There hasn't been one that didn't want to say it's, and I'm saying it from the last six. It's not easy to handle a show of six people. You always have somebody who wants to stir the pot or something. In the art scene, this is the wonderful format. I was blessed. I got into art because I couldn't find a job to save my life in 2009 when the economy went under. I lost a couple of $1 million, and I found myself, wow, what happened? And the rest of America, too. Luckily, there was a young kid called Craig Robbins, brought in Michelle Bernstein, and I lived a few blocks away, and I was invited out to see a show called Art Walk in 2009. I couldn't believe. I saw probably 8,000 people. I mean, literally. And I said, I live a few blocks away, and I could roll a bowling ball any day of the week and not hit one person. Where the heck did they get these 8,000 people? It was soon right after that I realized that they were hitting on the locals and bringing a marvelous marketing campaign, and people love art. It's a universal language. One thing they forgot was the tourists, and that's where the niche of the art experience comes in, working with the concierges and the destination management companies and really giving a platform in the cultural world. We've taken a lot of foundations and annual galas that happen in a hotel. We've taken them out and put them in good old galleries. And Gerry, I went to Bakehouse a few years ago, and I think it's about 2010, 2011, and I saw these massive, monumental octopuses. I don't know what it was. I was all the way at the end, about good 25 feet, and the attention just drew me to it. And when I looked at it, I was like, clothespins? Tell us about your medium and what you're going to bring. Gerry Stecca from South Miami, what are you bringing to the home and art with art at the Home and Design Remodeling Show?
Well, it is the most convenient thing to bring, so I will bring some floor sculptures made out of the clothespins. I do work with other materials, but that is the one that people remember the most. And my newest work is a combination of pretty much everything I've done in my life. So it's a good place to be.
You do a lot of collage in your work, representing a lot of newfound objects and things that someone would commonly find in their home, and you recreate these monumental, tabletop sculptures to monumental sculptures. Why the clothespin? What happened? What was that day that you woke up?
You
What
have
happened?
no idea how many times I had to answer that question recently. That's a long story. But the clothespin began accidentally, more or less as a joke. I made a dress over my best friend. I will not name her name. She knows why. But
And you made the whole dress out of
I
clothespins.
made a dress for her. It was terribly made, but everybody loved it. So I began to play with the clothespins. But it took about 4 years before they became anything. I just played with it. I developed the technique, and then...
When did you realize that particular series of work was really what Miami was embracing you? What collector or what show?
I wouldn't say Miami embraced.
Oh,
It's an interesting point you said. I mean, it's not like it's not liked, but they lack color, and I think Miami is about color. They are moving in a direction where there is more color. so you'll see probably more of them here. But I reach out, not just here, everywhere with my work. I try to spread it around as much as I can. And when they began to grow in size, I got more attention, and it just
What
became.
other, so you'll be bringing your clothespin sculptures
Yes.
that you're very well known for. Any other mediums of work that you use? And where's your studio?
Well, my studio currently is at the Deering State. I am one of the resident artists.
Oh, wonderful
Yes,
program.
very lucky to be
You,
there.
Lucinda Lederman is,
Correct.
I worked with her many times.
Yeah, she was
She's
there for a
wonderful.
couple of years,
Yeah.
and I followed her steps. I was able to stay for 2 years.
Oh, wow. I actually bring in on the program, the director to the artist showcase that you do that program for for 1 week, once a year, you do that annual,
That's coming
artistic,
up,
yeah,
correct? That
it's
is coming.
coming,
April 11 is the opening.
oh, so she's probably going to be on the show the
Yeah.
Tuesday before. She comes every year to explain that wonderful platform that you guys do, highlighting the resident artists at the Deering Estate. So Gerry Stecca, we're so happy to have you. So tell me, who got the call? How did Bird Road? Everybody, Bird Road is in. We have South Miami, Deering Estates in. We have Miami Beach. We have also Wynwood being represented, Little Havana, and Coral Gables. So this is going to be an exciting showcase. 22 artists, 7 districts. Just a wonderful way of speaking and showing all the different artistic languages, one universal language, art, mingling and intertwining with the audience that goes to the Home and Design Remodeling Show every year. This is going to be such a treat.
It is definitely going to be a great treat for me. I have been living in Miami since 1973. I am still 29 years old, and I will always be, probably.
I love that.
I was very excited when I was asked to participate in the home show, basically because the home show is about 40 years old, and I've been going through
It
the
is, right? Thank you for saying that, because I said a couple of decades, but I wasn't sure exactly. But I know it's been going on
It's
forever.
about 40 years old, and I have basically
Wow.
grew up with it, and I have been going to the home show for many years. I don't go every single year, but I try to do it as much as possible because I love what they sell. It's not just a matter of stuff that dices, chops and slices. It's about
Everything.
now it's about art as well, and
Yeah,
at
I
home
love
with
it.
art. And this is the first time that we get an organization, 7 different districts under one roof, and I think
And
that's great.
22 artists. Miguel Rodez, you said it so well. Rodez, Miguel Rodez, from Bird Road, MANO from Bird Road, and Gerry Stecca from South Miami, the Deering Estates. Will be doing a show with the Deering Estate Director of the Cultural Arts there. And I have to tell you, shame on you if you don't become a member to one of our museums. It's such a little price, and it goes such a long way to support these cultural institutions. It's so important to take your kids to go to the Bird Road districts. I apologize. I'm going to be there. I'm also here every single Monday, 6 o'clock prime time, to bring everything from the canvas to the red carpet, the art experience, art talk. We do tours every single day. If you want to see these studios, right after the home show, March 27th to the 30th. Come out, visit us. Bloomberg Live will be there on Saturday, I believe. We're going to have a live radio showcast coming from the Home and Design Remodeling Show at the Miami Beach Convention Center. Come say hello to our artists, to our fabulous talents. Come speak with them about your home and your vision and what you like. It's a brand new spring. It's a brand new time. It's a wonderful artistic feeling in the air. Enjoy your Miami. We'll see you next Monday. Susana Baker with Art Talk. Good night. I'm Susana Baker.
Miguel Rodez.
MANO.
Gerry Stecca.
See you next Monday.